Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. And today's video, I don't know what I did right there, but today's video is going to be one that has been in the works for, I can't even tell you how long. You can tell from the title. Today's video I'm going to talk about the best and the worst vitamin C serums that I have tried till date that I remember. Okay, I have been using vitamin C for, I don't even remember how long. It's been over maybe a little bit over 3 years, but I don't remember. Like, I can't, no matter how hard I try, I don't think I can remember every single vitamin C serum that I've ever tried. So what I did is, the ones that I have used in the past 2 years or so, I made a list of them. I came up with 7 in total that I could remember of. If there is any vitamin C serum that I have tried in the past and you remember of but I don't remember of and it's not mentioned in this video, let me know down below in the comment section, and I will kind of try to let you know that if I had to rank it, like where it would fall in the ranking. But yeah, I could remember of 7 which I have used in the past 2 years, and I thought, you know what, let's do a ranking. Let me rank the best and the worst, because I've done a lot of best and worst videos, but I haven't done one for vitamin C serums, because typically I try my best not to buy a ton at the same time and not have a lot of them open at the same time. So yeah, generally I have like 2 or 3 in my collection at one point of time, and then once I use it up, I tell you if I'm going to repurchase it or not, and then that is that. So yeah, anyways, we're making the intro, like I am making the intro super long, so let's dive right into it and let me tell you the worst vitamin C serum that I can remember of in my memory is the one by Conscious Chemist. Now this one I haven't done a full review on yet. I think the full review is going to come up either in this month or next month, I don't remember, but I'm going to talk about my experience with a bunch of Conscious Chemist products, and when I say a bunch, I mean 3. And the vitamin C serum, let me first tell you, I did not even use the whole bottle. Okay, I've like never mentioned this on my channel. I had started using it, I would say recently, of some weeks back, and I think I used it for 2 days, and eventually I started noticing a lot of breakouts. Okay, a lot of breakouts, and I was kind of trying to figure out why, and I kind of thought that it's hormonal, because I had hormonal issues going on. Any which ways, it was that time of the month, so I was like, maybe it's that. I don't know. But the minute I stopped using the Conscious Chemist vitamin C serum, my breakouts kind of like went away automatically. So I was like, okay, that's weird. And I've had this one for a while, let me also tell you that. So it might be possible that it went bad, and that's why I was experiencing those breakouts. But Conscious Chemist and their products in general have been under the radar for them, like not using good enough preservatives, or the products going bad and customers noticing like the products are going rancid and stuff. And then there was the whole controversy with the moisturizer, and a lot of people stopped supporting the brand after that. I was just like, you know what, there are times when things can go wrong, I understand. But now I'm just like, you know what, there are so many brands and products out there that I love that these issues don't happen with, so why am I going out of my way to support a brand or a product that I was just not happy. So that's the reason why I'm ranking this one the least, because I don't care enough to try it again, to buy it again. And I had the worst experience, like among all the other ones that I had. Some were not great, but this was the worst, so I'm ranking it at the lowest. Moving on next to the one that I'm ranking at number 6. By the way, I don't know if I mentioned in the beginning, but there are 7 in total. So the one I'm ranking at number 6 is one that I've used a while back, and that is the Sugandha Antioxidant Serum. This one also has vitamin C in it. The brand has reformulated, I think they've repackaged but not reformulated. So I believe that they have this particular serum still around. I hope they do, because it's a good product, and it had a lot of like great following. Like I've heard a lot of people love this serum. For me personally, I just did not notice any results with it. It was just a simple nice hydrating serum, so I'm like हाँ ठीक है जो भी है यूज़ किया ख़त्म हो गया. I never noticed anything. No overall brightening, no helping with hyperpigmentation, basically just nothing. It was like I was using a regular hydrating serum, so I'm like at least it didn't do something bad. So that's why I was like, okay, maybe it's just my skin that it doesn't work for, but a lot of other people it does work for. So do keep that in mind. If you see other people review it really well and products that work for them work for you as well, then maybe it's a good option, I guess. I don't know. That's why I'm ranking that one at number 6. Number 5 is one that, again, I feel like 6 and 5 could have been interchanged, because this one was also pretty meh, and that is the Want Vitamin C Water. Now they did launch a newer vitamin C recently, which I have not tried, and again with Want, I'm just like, I have something which I'll talk about later on, but let's talk about this one specifically first. So the vitamin C water is basically like a toner consistency, but it's like in a serum bottle. So for me, the main problem I had with this one was I was not noticing any results. So that's why both of these, the Sugandha one and this one, are ranked pretty low, because I didn't see any results whatsoever. But the Want one had a more watery consistency. So I felt like I was applying a toner, and I felt like I was using too much product, because again it was like I was applying a toner, so I was using way more than necessary, and that's why I ran out of it pretty quickly. So again, I did not notice any results, but I've seen other people reviewing it pretty highly, so again, take it for what you will. For me personally, wasn't impressed. I'm just like ठीक है meh. Moving on, next is the one that I'm ranking at number 4, and this one is the It Skin Vitamin C Serum. Now keep in mind that when I bought this and when I was using it, I was not true, like I had not made the decision of becoming cruelty free, basically. So It Skin, if you don't know, is a Korean brand, and they are not cruelty free. So if you are someone who only supports cruelty free brands, then this one is automatically cancelled from your list. But when I bought it, I did not really care about that as much as I do now. So I bought it, I used it, and I liked it. I was noticing good results with it, in the sense that I saw some overall brightening in my skin, but I did not notice fading of any of my marks or hyperpigmentation or anything like that. But overall my skin looked really nice and bright and glowy when I did use it. So for that reason, this one gets a pretty, actually it's right in the middle if you think about it. It's at number 4 among 7, so it's like right in the middle. Anyways, moving on to like our top 3 vitamin C serums. This is where it gets good, but the one that is at number 3, I'll tell you why I like it, and then I'll tell you why I don't like it. So the one at number 3 is the Want Multivitamin Super Hydrator. This is my favorite among the 2 vitamin C's that Want offers. This one claims on the packaging, and it's like written everywhere, that it has vitamin C. Okay, and it also has niacinamide, which is something that when I was trying this product, I was really looking at serums which have multiple actives, so you don't have to use as many serums. You can just use, like, you're getting the benefits, like 2 different kind of benefits from using just one product. So for that reason, I really enjoyed my experience with it. I gave it a glowing review, but I was not that well versed with reading ingredient lists that well when I was using this product. So after I used it, I think I was chatting with someone about this product, and I told them that it has vitamin C and it has niacinamide, and they were like, but I don't see vitamin C on the ingredient list, like what form of vitamin C do they have? So I checked the ingredients list, and I was like, yeah, I don't see any derivative of vitamin C anywhere on the ingredient list. So then I went and I read the description, and the description said that it has vitamin C and niacinamide, but the ingredient list only had niacinamide, and I didn't see vitamin C anywhere. So then I reached out to the brand and asked them that, what, you claim that this has vitamin C and niacinamide, so where is your vitamin C? Like, is the ingredients list not updated? Like, maybe, you have an old ingredient up, all ingredient list up on the website, maybe it's not updated, can you please check, is there a glitch or something? And they were like, no, the ingredients list is perfectly fine. The reason why there's no the reason why you don't see vitamin C on the ingredient list is because it says right on the bottom of the ingredients list that there is amla in it, and the amla is what the vitamin C is being derived from. And I was like, are you lying to me? Like, is this some sort of a joke? And I was not happy, like you can clearly tell. So I don't think there's anything wrong with having vitamin C derived from lemon or orange or amla or kakadu plum or anything like that. But when you are saying vitamin C, a lot of people are expecting something like L-ascorbic acid or magnesium ascorbyl phosphate or sodium ascorbyl phosphate or ascorbic acid, 3-O-ethyl ascorbic acid is another one. That's what people are expecting when you say vitamin C. If you are so confident in writing in the description that the product has vitamin C, then why can't you write in that exact same description that the vitamin C is being derived from amla? Don't you think you are trying to be clever there? I wasn't happy with that. And that's what really irks me when a brand does something like that. It doesn't leave me with a very good impression. So even though I loved the product experience, I noticed brightening in my skin. I noticed that it was subtly kind of helping with my pores again because of the niacinamide, but I just in good faith can't recommend this product anymore, for the simple reason being that the marketing is kind of misleading. Actually, it's misleading. Let me just say that if they're not ashamed of doing something like this, then why should I be ashamed of saying it? Anyways, rant over. Now I'm going to talk about my top 2 vitamin C serums. The one that I'm ranking at number 2 is the Dot & Key vitamin C serum, and this is going to come as a shock to many people because I'm pretty sure a lot of you were expecting this to be my number 1, especially those of you who've been following me for the past 2 years. I've been going on and on about this product. I've mentioned it in multiple videos where I say that this is an absolute staple for me, and it is. It's still a part of my collection. It's one that now that I've used quite a few vitamin C's that I have, I feel like this is the one that I'm going to open next. But the reason why I'm gonna keep this at number 2 and the number 1 is, I will tell you what it is. But the reason being this is at number 2 is because this one kind of gives me an overall glow, but hyperpigmentation is one of my main concerns, and the one that I'm ranking at number 1 is one that has helped me a lot with not getting rid but still fading a lot of my hyperpigmentation and acne marks. So for that reason, I'm ranking this one, the Dot & Key one, at number 2, and the one that I'm ranking at number 1 is the one that has helped a lot with my hyperpigmentation and acne marks, like I already said. And can you guess what it is? I've reviewed it very recently. That's a hint I can give you. So I'm going to give you a second. If you would like to, you can leave a comment down below in the comment section and guess which one it is, because I've spoke about it very highly in the past few months. It's the Minimalist Vitamin C. It's the vitamin C 10% plus 1% arginine, I believe. It is AG, which I think stands for arginine. It's a hydrator. But this one has a beautiful consistency, a beautiful texture. But keeping all of that aside, it's a great serum, and it is one that has converted me. So I've been a fan of vitamin C for the longest time, but I've never found one that really helps with my hyperpigmentation and acne scars. I've tried so many over the years, but none of them has worked. And right when I was about to give up, I was like, I'm not buying any more vitamin C's. I'll just use the ones that I have. And this was one of the ones that I had. So I was like, let's try it out. Let's see if it works. If it works, then fine. If it doesn't work, we'll just abandon vitamin C and move on to some other active ingredient that helps with brightening. And it worked. It was miraculous. It was very surprising, almost to the point that I was shocked. And it wasn't a placebo effect, because I did take before and after pictures. I didn't use it continuously. I used it for a long time. I noticed results, but then again, my skin was going through a bit, so I stopped using it, incorporated some other ingredients, and then when I came back to it, it helped re-heal my skin and started from where it left off. So it was great, mind-blowing, amazing. I would highly recommend that you check it out. And yeah, that's that. I don't know what more to tell you. I'm shocked myself, but it's true. So yeah, that's why this one had to be at number one for me. But yeah, that was it for this video. Those are all the vitamin C's that I had to talk about. Will I be buying more? Maybe, maybe not. I don't know, honestly. I'm just in this phase where there's a lot happening when it comes to my skincare, my budget, my skincare collection, the whole skin minimalism aspect. So yeah, I can't guarantee that you will see more vitamin C reviews when it comes to at least vitamin C serums. I can't guarantee that, but it's a possibility. So yeah, if you have any that you would want me to try, let me know down below. Maybe I'll buy them, maybe I won't. I don't know. I don't know for now, but yeah, leave me your thoughts down below. Which is your favorite vitamin C? Are you like holy grail, I have to use vitamin C every single day, or you know, what are your thoughts? Let me know down below in the comments. But yeah, that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. Until next time, bye bye.